What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super, and overall, love this week's episode. Now, so here we had the return of Frieza, which you guys already know what I thought of that. Last week I was ranting and raving the last part of that review. Ended up being over 30 minutes, that review was, but yeah. At this point in all honesty, I'm over it. I'm done ranting. What is done is done. Gohan's treatment and everything. At this point, I'm done. I'm over it. What's done is done, and I won't lie. Seeing Gohan slowly build back up, has been a satisfying journey, and I won't lie. Seeing those moments with his family were also really nice touches, and yeah. So at this point, I'm done. I don't care. At this point, the Tower of Power is just about to start. And one more episode is left probably before we really start hitting into high gear with the Tournament of Power. And at that point, it's just gonna be non-stop fights, and I'll be here probably enjoying the fights. Now, the only time unless Gohan's like the first eliminated, we won't have any problems during this arc. I swear to God, Toei does that. I swear we'll lose it. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this week's episode. So he starts us off, of course, we got Krillin being like, what? Everyone is, after Goku just said, you know what, let's get Frieza back, let's bring him back, and let's get him in here to fill the last slot. And so Krillin's like, no, everybody's against this, obviously. I mean, this is Frieza we were talking about, you know, the man that killed Planet Vegeta, killed Goku and Vegeta's fathers, you know, so of course everyone is against this. And Goku's like, you know, and then Vegeta's like, oh, what do you plan? Resurrecting him with the Dragon Balls and bringing back the Tyrant to bring him back? And Goku says yes, but he's like, well, not like that. He plans on doing the same thing what he did with King Yema, or Witch Yema, I think her name was, the witch, that came back and, you know, brought Goku and Vegeta back for 24 hours for the World's Martial Arts Tournament around the beginning of the Buu Saga. Before, of course, it became, you know, the Buu saw Majin Buu destroy everything in Majin Vegeta, all that shit happened. They brought him back for this. So, because of this, so Goku's planning to do the same thing with Vegeta, or with Frieza, I should say, with Frieza, and of course, you know, and I like Vegeta here is like, wait, Goku, you were never use this desert, you were always confident in power. Have you perhaps gone soft? And, you know, he's like, and Vegeta's like, no, fuck this. He's like, fuck this. Let's just do this by ourselves. Let's just go without an empty slot. Or have some new, Yamcha fill that empty slot. You know, if Yamcha was in the tournament bout, he would get annihilated by Jiren. Jiren would only have to lay one finger on before Yamcha sent flying out into another dimension. I would love if you almost want Yamcha to take that last out just to see how long he would last. Like, I would legit have have a time to be like, alright, let's see how he lasts this tournament. Yeah, so oh man. So, you know, and Goku's like, you know, we need to get this last slot, and he asks Whis, like, hey Whis, you think we could win just with us by ourselves? And, you know, Whis is like, well, I won't lie, I don't know enough about the other universes, but I do know that one of these other fighters is actually stronger than the destroyer of that universe, and that destroyer is stronger than Beerus. And there he is, sipping on his drink. He's like, he beat me in one arm wrestling match. Now, we don't know who this fighter is, it is not said, but if I had to guess, it's probably Jiren. Just knowing how strong Jiren is, you know, how many times it took Goku to finally defeat him. I'm assuming this is Jiren because, you know, Jiren is gonna be like the top guy here in the Tournament of Power that Goku's gonna be facing off, and Jiren's the guy I'm definitely looking forward to and seeing and paying attention the most of in the Tournament of Power. Definitely gonna see Jiren. So if I had to guess, it's probably Jiren, or who knows, maybe for all I know, it's Kale or Caulifla, because we had some interesting stuff with Caulifla in this episode that made me start scratching my head a little bit, and I can understand why people hate her so much. You know, he says, you know, we need to do is just 24 hours. What's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that can happen other than our universe destroys? And then once Krillin finds out about the whole fighter that's, you know, the stronger than the destroyer of that universe, Krillin's like, all right, fuck it, bring him in. Let's get him. Let's get Frieza in here. Let's go. So, all right. So then Goku's like, all right, we're all in agreement. So let's go. So Goku uses instant transmission after it takes like a second, like, King Yama, where are you, King Yama? It takes him a couple seconds. I was actually surprised about since he's already been to King Yama so many times through the Dragon Ball series. I thought he would already know his power level, but I guess because he's like, I'm pretty sure King Yama is actually in the other world, so that's probably why Goku had a little bit of time to find him. So he goes to the other one. I love once he gets there, King Yama is like, "No, please, Goku, be gone, be gone." He wants him to go away. I love how fast he's like, "No, please, no, not you. You bring nothing but trouble. You bring me nothing but hard work. I have so much paperwork I gotta go through. Every time you save the world, please leave." That had me dying there was when King Yama showed up. And when Goku showed up in front of King Yama, he just immediately just wanted him gone. I thought that was hilarious. And so he tells him about that he wants Goku, and also right before we actually go, one thing I forgot to mention was King once right when Goku finds King Yama's energy and goes to see him. We actually see this other guy hiding behind like a door or a pillar. I forget exactly what he was hiding behind. Watching. So it looks like somebody at Toei has been playing some Metal Gear Solid. We got some espionage up in here. So back to what I was saying, where Goku's with King Yama and he tells him, like, hey man, I'm here to bring back Frieza. He too is like, "No, are you crazy? No." And I love it when he tells when King Yama tells like, "Goku, have you lost him?" I love how he stretches out his neck. I thought that was actually pretty funny. And so when Goku's face like, "Well, no man, I'm not playing. I just need Baba. Yeah, Baba. I'm pretty sure her name was. I just need to witch Baba to bring him back for 24 hours for the Tournament of Power. Because if we don't, our whole universe will get destroyed." And he's like, "Whoa, bro, Goku. This is a lot taken. I think you skipped about 15 chapters in this story here." And he's like, "Bro, I don't got time to explain. I need Frieza here." He's like, "Alright, fine. He ain't my problem anymore. But just know that Tyler won't change his ways." Stamps some papers, and I guess that means he's good. He's like, "My assistant will take you there." So there you go. We head back to the Universe 6 with Kale, Caulifla, and Kaba. And I won't lie, I was actually starting to like Caulifla in this episode. I was like, I'm starting to like Caulifla. Then what happens later on, I can understand when people hate her, and I'm like, now I'm starting to hate her a little bit. But anyway, so Caulifla's trying to get Kaba to get Kale to go Super Saiyan, and she's like, just put your hand in concentrate in the back, in the middle of your back, and she's like, I just can't, I'm not like you, Caulifla, I'm not like you, I can't go Super Saiyan. He's like, and I like how Caulifla is like acts like a big sister, almost like Loki, like her mom in a way, where she's like, Kale, what have I told you about saying that you can't, or there you are going on about putting limits on yourself. Come on, try it. And then she tries it. She's like, so she does it. She's like, and like legit, she starts blushing a little bit, and we can see like little particles, things coming up. And right here, I legit thought she was about to I thought she was gonna fart or something. But no, just the music just kind of has like a record scratches and just kind of ends, and they're like, what the hell's going on? And she looks, and then Caulifla looks at Kaba and she's like, "Bro, what's going on here? You're the expert here. What's going on?" It's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's your lesson with all those pooms and pows. I didn't say poom. I said ha. She's like, "You teach her that." And so she's just like, okay. So apparently, in other way, Saiyans, which honestly most Saiyans really get their energy, which we've seen, like at least with the Universe 7 guys and Kaba, is that. They go Super Saiyan through anger. She says, "Sounds clumsy to me." And I love Caulifla's English voice actor. I haven't heard her Japanese voice yet, but I already love her English voice actor. It suits her perfectly. I love her. I don't know who voices her, but she does an excellent job. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So she's like, she says, "Sounds clumsy to me, but whatever. If it works, then who cares?" So then she starts trying to insult him. And I gotta say, these insults are terrible. Like, if you're trying to insult somebody, you can't go with like, "Oh, you monkey, you chimpanzee, you gorilla." Like that. Like literally, all Caulifla does is just compare her to apes. Just different subspecies or species of apes. Gorillas, chimpanzees. I'm surprised she didn't call her, what's another monkey? What's another species of monkey I know? I can't think of them. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but whatever. So it doesn't work. She doesn't work. And she's like, oh, and then Kaba's like, look, I mean, your insults aren't really there. But then Kaba tries, and he does a little bit better job, but they're still not that good. Now I know some of you might be like, oh, Glenn, what do you got? What are your insults? I would probably say, Kawa or Kale, you trash, you. Okay, fine. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but if you give me a minute, I can probably think of some decent ones. But he says, you lightweight, you halfwit, he goes a little bit deeper, but nothing really that major. And then Khalif Kaba starts Kale starts crying a little bit, and then Khalifa just pushes him and be like, hey, you getting some enjoyment out of this? And she's like, oh, what, no? You told me to insult her. I know what I said, but does it look like her hair is turning gold, punk? Because now she looks like she's about to start crying. And so she's also getting right in his face. I love them. And then Kale's like, please stop it. I can't. I just can't. I've tried, but I can't. And she's like, Kale, what did I tell you about? She's like, this is what I said where Khalifa turns to Kale's mom like, Kale, what have I told you about saying that you can't? She's like, I'm sorry, I can't. And then we start seeing like these green flames start appearing around her. And she then goes super, and she's like, yo, I can't, I'm sorry, yada, yada, yada. She then transforms Super Saiyan, we get female Broly. Or I guess what was female Broly, till we actually got Broly, which is going to be in the Dragon Ball Super movie, coming out later this month. Looking forward to seeing that. Anyway, so I love the and I like that her hair has a bit of a green tint to it. I thought that was really cool. It actually kind of reminds me of Broly that we're going to get, because his outfit's predominantly green. So I like the little green tint, it looks really cool. And everyone is shocked by this, and then Kale turns into like a completely different person, and then she looks at Kaba and she says, Kaba, you will be my first blood sacrifice. And I'm like, oh, shit's about to the fan right now. So, actually, one last thing I talk about Kale going Super Saiyan, the whole female Broly thing. I want to talk about right before we get into the Universe 4 is I like how Toei has shown us throughout Super that there isn't just one way to go Super Saiyan. Like, we've all known that, it's usually angry, Goku, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan after Krillin died in the Frieza saga, Vegeta was the same thing. Well, not Krillin, I think it was, if I remember correctly, it was during the Android saga, and it was because Goku had outshined him so much. So, Gohan, same thing, and all the other guys. I do like how we have seen other ways that people go Super Saiyan, like, with Caulifla, we've seen that, it's just concentration, putting her energy in the back of her back, and with Kale, she actually unlocked it through sadness, which is something we have not seen. Which speaking of sadness, let me talk about Boruto, actually, real quick, because this week's episode of Boruto on Toonami was actually, I love this episode. This episode was amazing. I love the fact, because, major spoiler alert for Boruto, by the way, is, we learned actually who is the one that's been masterminding the scheme for the ghosts that the ghosts that have been possessing other people and doing shit that we've seen throughout this section of Boruto. And I like how it was revealed that it ended up being the class rep, because that was actually a shock to me. I did not expect it to be here, because when I first saw the class rep, I even talked about this in some of my early reviews of Super, when I was talking about the earlier parts of Boruto, was I thought that it was actually that she was just going to be like, a rip-off, a knockoff Hinata. She's going to be in here, be the class rep, she'll have a thing for Boruto, but Boruto, just like his dad, is too stupid to realize it, and in both times we'll be screaming at our television screens, being like, how have you not seen these obvious signs that she wants you, Boruto, and this will be going on and on throughout the series until, Boruto finally grows some brain cells and realizes, oh yeah, the class rep likes me. Let's do it. I was actually, I thought it was going to happen, but no, it looks like that she was actually the one masterminding this whole scheme with the ghost. And now, I'm assuming this is probably the last time we're seeing. She might have a couple extra appearances here and there, but I thought it was actually pretty interesting, cool. I thought that was a nice little twist right there from Period to, swerve us down who this ghost guy. Because I don't think it was probably going to be Minato, Mizuki, the guy, the dude with the stretchy arms. I forget his name. Muski. I thought it was gonna be him, but that was class rep, which was which was a person I thought it was gonna be the least. I thought that was a nice touch. I thought that was a nice little twist right there from Paradox. It's being sad, and it actually also reminds because like the same thing actually happened in Boruto then, where Sabra actually gained her Sharingan not through anger, it was through tears, through tears happiness because she was gonna see her father Sasuke, but then when she got to meet Sasuke, he tried to kill her. Oh Sasuke, I love you, but man, you are one terrible father. Anyway, so enough of me talking about Boruto. I decided to talk about Boruto because I really did Boruto this week. So. Back to where it was. We go to the universe. We go to Universe 4, where we see the little spy from earlier, and he's like he's been like hiring spies, having them go to different universes, committing espionage, what the hell, what the competition is like, what's going on, and like how can we defeat them? And he's talking about about how they're bringing back the Emperor, yada 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 yada. And so then we get back to, and then the guys, and then I forget which, I think it was either one of the rats, or it might have been like the angel that you ever say, like, or what if the Omni came out, he's like, he never said anything about that espionage was against the rules. So we get back to Kale and Caulifla. Kale, she's lost it, she's going right after Kaba, she's completely ignoring Caulifla and just going straight after Kale, beating the living shit out of this man. And he's like wondering like what the hell's going on, what's wrong with this woman, and Kaba tells her that it's most likely she might think she's jealous that I'm going to steal you away from her, or that I'm going to replace you because he can go Super Saiyan, but yet she can't. So, and then she's like, really? She thinks that you're going to take me? And she's like, alright. And then so he goes Super Saiyan, tries to block her attacks, and tries to defend against her. Doesn't really do much of a good job against it. And so Caulifla gets involved and tells you think, and she goes, and when she goes Super Saiyan, she then almost instantly, when she's about to hit this huge Kai blast against Kaba, she goes Super Saiyan 2. Now, a friend of mine actually said that he hates Caulifla. I can now see why, because I was starting to like her, but now I'm starting to not like her as much because of how the fact she's gained Super Saiyan 2. Like, she literally just unlocked Super Saiyan last week, and yet here she is, Super Saiyan 2 already. How is this possible? Like, I get it that... Now, I don't know if this was a dub change, like Funimation changed this for the dub, but we know that Universe 6 is more powerful than Universe 7. Whether that means that the actual fighters are more powerful, or just because they just have more fighters, it's just more that, they're more powerful because they just have more of them. Whatever the case may be, that can almost explain why Caulifla is suddenly gone Super Saiyan 2, but at the same time, she should not be going this quick. Like, it took Goku and Gohan pretty long time to get Super Saiyan 2, and it took Vegeta having to go Majin for him to get Super Saiyan 2, and, it took Trunks, Future Trunks, a few years for him to go Super Saiyan 2, so how the hell can Caulifla go Super Saiyan 2 just like that? Like, I am so lost right now. This boggles my mind. I cannot see why people hate this woman so much. Now, do I personally hate her? Not yet, but I know there's a whole controversy with Caulifla, her fusion. I'll discuss that when we get to that episode, and I'll make my own judgments of what I think of her then. But right now, I still like Caulifla, but she should not begin Super Saiyan 2 that quickly. With power scaling be damned, I guess. and actually training. So she tells her, I have no interest in this dweeb. I would not be interested in this half-wit. You're good. And then she powers down. Caulifla grabs her, and they're good. So we then head over to Goku. He heads back over to Frieza. Now, I won't lie. Even though I was ranting about how I don't like Frieza always, is has been coming back over and over and over again, unnecessarily, and he is making an appearance in the Broly movie, I know that much. I won't lie, seeing him again was fun to watch, and seeing Frieza, now I don't know if it was just me, but did they actually change Frieza's English voice actor? Because his voice sounded a little different to me, although that could just be me, because it's been so long since I've last heard Frieza's English voice. Now, I know that the Frieza English voice had he was dealing with some illness a while ago, or had some disease or something, so maybe that was it, but I don't know, maybe it was just me, but his voice did kind of sound a little bit different, but it was still nice hearing Frieza's English voice. I love Frieza's English voice. It just reeks of badass, I love it. And he's like, what are you doing here, monkey? He's like, oh, hey, Frieza, I'm here for you to come join us for the Tournament of Power. And he's like, the Tournament of Power. That's like the best Frieza prediction I can do. And so, you know, he cuts him down, does like a destructive, then cuts him down, and then this whole area, this whole like hell area. Which, but okay, can someone explain to me how this is hell for Frieza? Now I know Frieza hates now, or now weirdly earlier. Now we remember back in the Resurrection of FR Super, there were like these like stuffed animals, like this little girl playing on these instruments, and you know we know that was very annoying, and I would probably get annoyed. That would be hell for me having to listen to that. But they're not completely gone right here, and it's just like, you know, this peaceful, you know, little fire, you know, this a peaceful little, like, you know, flower bed. So does Frieza just hate peace and tranquility? Does he just hate the fact that it's so peaceful in here that he just likes nothing but just destruction? Is that why this is hell for him? I don't know. So I guess if you played Flower in front of him from that game company, he would probably instantly destroy the TV. Anyway, so, you know, cuts him down, and, you know, he's like, you know, what, and so he's thinking about joining, he's like, what, and he says, alright, I will join your team on one condition, you bring me back for real this time. And Goku looks at him like, bro, do you think you are in a position to bargain for something like that? Do you really think you're in a position to do that? I'm the one with, I'm the ball's in my court, not yours. And so he's like, so after they debate for a little bit longer, Goku's like, all right, man, I'll do it. I'll bring you back, but just know it's gonna take me some time to do Dragon Ball. Which, with the way Goku said that, I almost feels like Goku's actually lying. He says like, nah, I'm not going to bring you back. So I don't know if Goku was lying there or he's actually gonna keep his word and bring back Frieza at the end of the arc. We'll have to wait and see on that. And I liked how Frieza said, can we kill them? Is killing an option? He's like, no, man, you cannot kill them. So I thought that was pretty funny. And so so after a while, and then Frieza tells her, hey man, why don't we have a fight? Why don't we fight? And then something interesting happens, something spectacular, where Goku, I can't even believe I'm saying this in the same sense with Goku, but Goku gets like some minuscule amount of character development where he admits that one of his biggest flaws is that he loves to fight and he can't resist a good fight. I know, shocking. Goku character development. I mean, this isn't really much of character development, this is more just him admitting one of his flaws, but fuck it, I'll take it. And so they don't end fighting, or they probably will, or maybe next week they'll probably have one fight, and then, you know, Tournament of Power is gonna happen. But yeah, he says, you know, okay, go. And I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I like how when Frieza hits the floor, the sky turns into like a shade of purple. Really dug that shade of purple they had for the sky when Frieza lands on the ground. I thought that was pretty cool. And so then he goes over to Baba to, you know, to ask her to resurrect him. And then it turns to scream or scary movie. I forget which one it was, where he's like, yo, Baba, what's up? Just the way Goku said, what's up? What's up? I was like, it just reminded me of, like, Scream, or I think it was Scary Movie, whichever one of those spoof movies it was. And she, like everybody else here, does not like this idea one bit about bringing back Frieza, but she's like, you know what, if our whole universe depends on Frieza, fine, I'll do it. I'll bring him back. And then she asks Goku, like, yo, Goku, where's my payment? And then he gives her this button from that brings her to the Grand Zales, and she's like, why would I want that? So they can spite me? And he's like, alright, fine, I'll get to something else. And so he leaves, and we go take one last look at the Universe 4, or Universe 3, I should say. You know, and they're talking about, that we're gonna defeat the Rad, we're gonna defeat Universe 7, and, we're going to win. And that's where the episode ends. So, overall, love this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super. The set with Frieza was pretty cool. I like seeing Frieza. Like I said, I don't like the Frieza's back, but since he is here, I won't lie, I do get enjoyment seeing Frieza. I just love him. Like any Dragon Ball fan, I love me some Frieza. He's always entertaining to watch. So overall, I give this week's episode a 9 out of 10. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.